Welcome to the latest edition of Basketball Insiders. With me is Tony Gaffney of Telekom Bonn. Tony, first of all, a tough loss here. We just watched you lose to Bayern. But you guys are 8-2 now on the road, 4-7 at home. What is it about the road for you guys?
I don't know. I mean, we love playing in front of rowdy fans. We have a good section of really loud fans at our home. But a lot of our fans, they're big basketball fans. They're big fans of us, but they're not necessarily the rowdy type. And we love that atmosphere. Like here, these fans are great, and on the road, it forces us to stick together. We got to start, bottling those kind of emotions and playing with them at home as well. Because to be 8-2 on the road and 4-7, if you're 8-2 on the road, you should be one of the best teams in the league. But again, we're still finding our niche a little bit. It was about 13 games left, I think, and down the final stretch, hopefully we'll make a good run at the playoffs, and then anything can happen in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in the playoffs now, the way it stands, you'll be on the road anyway. So it might help you there. Let's switch over to dunking. Your game is above the rim. I was there a couple of years ago when you were the dunk champion for the German league. We just saw the NBA with their dunk championships. Let me ask you the first thing: the science of dunking. What's the most important part? Is it the timing? Is it the where the ball is, or what's in your head? What's the most important thing?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it has to do with timing, but a lot of it also has to do with your teammates to find you in the right spot. And I've been lucky enough to play with some great players. Jared Jordan, we have kind of a knack for where each other is on the court. He knows when I'm taking off, and being fast kind of helps as well. But once you can play above the rim, your goal is to pretty much dunk everything, and that goes to shot blocking as well. But 2 years ago in the dunk contest in Ludwigsburg, actually Heiko Shafazik was my teammate a few years ago in Turkey, and we teamed up, and he threw me something from up in the rafters, and I was able to dunk it backwards, and that had to do with timing, a great pass, and a little bit of luck as well. But in-game dunking has to do with timing and being quick off the ground. And my whole career, dating back to when I was even in high school, I've been a really quick jumper. The objective has got to be to get off the ground before the defensive player. And I've always been pretty good at that. But it's definitely an art. It's a good way of putting it. I've never heard it put that way, but it is.
Well, I was there, so I definitely was witness to that dunk from outside the stands. That was excellent. Probably would have won yesterday. And actually, I don't know if we saw that the NBA crowned not a dunk champion, but a dunk champion team. There has to be something there when you're named the best dunker in a league. Yeah,
I saw on Twitter a lot of fans weren't too happy about the dunk champion team. I'm pretty sure this will be the last year they do that with all the negative feedback they receive from it. But from the highlights I saw, there were some pretty cool dunks last night, and some things we haven't seen yet. Actually, the one John Wall won it on was something we saw in the German dunk contest a couple weeks ago. The kid, I don't even remember his name, but the kid that won the dunk contest did that. He had someone hold it, and he caught it and cocked it between his legs and dunked it. But the dunk contest in the NBA is a lot of fun. It has great tradition dating back to Vince Carter, Spud Webb, Michael Jordan, Sean Kemp. It's always been a huge part of All-Star Weekend. So I think the fact that they shied away from the individual champion is a little weird, because that's what a lot of fans look forward to seeing. And with a team, the team way of doing it it's a little it's different.
Let's switch over to college basketball. We're getting full steam to March Madness. Now, you grew up in Boston. You're a Boston native yourself. You've actually been on the Celtics team. But let's talk about college basketball for a second. Playing in the A-10. Also, the Big East is around that area. What do you say about the new college basketball and college sports in general, the whole new landscape, losing those rivalries? Because Maryland and Duke played for the last time. Boston College don't play anyone in the Big East anymore. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's a little weird to see. I couldn't even tell you who's in what conference anymore.
Exactly.
I used to look forward, as a kid, to seeing BC play UConn in the Big East, or UMass Xavier in the A-10. But those rivalries are all gone. They don't happen anymore. They have the AAC, the AACC, the AACA, whatever. It's the conference realignment is going to take a little while to get used to, and I'm sure it's when you see for the last time Maryland and Duke rivalry, it's disappointing. I'm an old school guy. I loved watching that stuff. I used to love watching Ray Allen and Allen Iverson go at it, Georgetown and UConn. Pittsburgh and Syracuse was a huge rivalry in the Big East. To not see that anymore is going to be, it's a little weird, and it's going to take a while to get used to it. But March Madness is a greatest time of the year. A lot of it is like watching EuroLeague in a sense that every single game means so much. Obviously you lose and you're out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And luckily for me, I'll have hopefully UMass to root for this year. They're 20-5 right now, and it looks like they should be back in the NCAA tournament for the first time in 20 years or so. So I have a lot of pride in that. But yeah, the conference realignment is going to take a while to get used to. And much like yourself, I'm an old school college basketball guy. I loved the old rivalries. But again, I'm sure we'll see some new ones come about in the next few years. And college basketball is always going to be college basketball.
Tony, you made my job on Basketball Insiders this episode real easy. Lots of insight from Tony Gaffney. Tony, we wish you guys the best of luck and hope to see you in the playoffs.
Thanks a lot, man.